whether negative stereotypes, how you feel about anything?
Well, Greek life here at Savannah State University is kind of like some people feel like it's like they have to be in it just because it's a small school, and I think you, it's so common to hear just on the in every any day basis about just Greek life. That's all you hear, Greek life. In any common conversation, you'll hear something about Greek life, no matter what. So I think it just more talked about on our campus than any. Some would feel like Greek life is better than just being a regular student in some cases.
I actually didn't know that Zetas existed.
Hi, my name is Danielle Williams. I'm a member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. I crossed spring of 2008. Number 5, my line name is Reserve.
And currently, what are you doing?
I'm currently a senior in mass comm currently a senior in mass comm focusing radio broadcasting, and I also work part-time.
Okay. What are some of the stereotypes you heard about Zeta Phi Beta before joining?
Basically that they're all fat, ugly, they don't really do anything, but
Have you found that to be true or false since becoming a member?
it's false. We actually do a lot of different a lot of different things on campus and off. One of our main thing is community service, so of course we're not going to be that popular. We're not popular on campus, but we're not as socially active on campus because one of our main focus is community service.
Okay. How has become a member of Zeta helped or hurt you with your future endeavors?
I feel as if it's helped me. It's taught me to be more social, more outgoing. It's also given me a bond of sisterhood, which I've never had before. And it also helped me promote community service and things like that, helping others.
A lot of Greek organizations have had changes in their membership intake process. Do you feel like that has negatively or positively hurt their organizations?
I can't speak from personal experience because I wasn't around then. I mean, from people that I've talked to who actually went through a process or anything like that, they more said that it was an experience in itself, that it's not really hard to explain or hard to explain. But to me personally, I feel as if I'm just as close to my line sisters as anyone else would be.
Do you think the changes that other organizations have made have affected Zeta, or have they not?
I do think that it has affected Zeta to a point, but at the same time, Zeta stopped the whole pledging process before other organizations did. So they were kind of a leader in the pack, if you want to say that, as far as that goes. The advice I would give would be more, get to know a Zeta. Ask them what they think, or try to become friends with them. We're not really rude, we're not mean, we're very sociable, so that'll be the best thing I would say. Don't judge people.
Greek organization is just elitist societies, elitist organizations, people who think, they better because they go through a certain process. I mean, you're really not better. And then they try and take, they say that, well, it's the history of the organization. Okay, but the history of the organization was inclusive of everyone. And when you come on this campus, they kind of exclude everyone. And so my whole thing is that, yeah, alphas did good things in the world and kappas did good things in the world, but they didn't learn how to become a better person by joining those certain organizations.
It's a fan club known as the Dime. I'm called military, my line name. Currently, I'm an operations manager at Target Distribution Center in Midway. I manage about 40 people. What I do is I make sure that all the products that you get in the store gets to the store in a timely manner. I make sure it gets there within 3 days so you can have all the stuff that you need, including t-shirts, purses, swimsuits, whatever. I also own some property here in Savannah. I own 4 rental properties, and I manage that as well. My free time, I hang out with my wife. I'm recently married. I've been married for 7 months, and that is my life right now.
What are some stereotypes that you heard about Kappa before, or Kappa Alpha Psi before becoming a member?
So stereotypes about Kappa Alpha Psi that I've heard is that they're the pretty boys, they're the ladies' men, they're the noobs, playboys, all that type of stuff. They're known to be quote-unquote womanizers and different things like that. Those are some of the stereotypes that I've heard.
Okay. Have you found it to be true or false since you become a member?
Since I've become a member, I've found that some of those stereotypes are true. But you have to determine who you are and what type of member you want to be. There are different types of members. The t-shirt wearers. There's also those who are focused on building the fraternity, and there's also those that are focused on community service. When I became a member, I decided to take the role as focusing on community service. Community service means a lot to me. I feel like I was here, put here on this earth to help others to develop and become better human beings.
Has Kappa helped or hurt you in becoming where you are now?
As an operations manager, Kappa has helped influence some of the decisions that I've made. Kappa also has helped me with some employment, networking, and meeting different people in the community. In the community, I know quite a bit of people just through the fraternity, different programs that we have, and having the name of being a Kappa has helped because it associates you with a certain type of people. And if somebody knows Kappa that is potentially the president of Savannah State, they're going to associate that with who I am. Or if somebody knows a Kappa who is owner of the Lexus dealership, which is true here in Savannah, they'll associate that with me as well. So just having that association also helps my name before I even get to know a person. It does hurt also if Kappa does something negative or something poor. That's a bad reflection on me as well. But so far it has helped.
How do you feel the changes in the membership intake process since when you came in or before to now? Do you feel like that has helped or hurt the organization as a whole?
I don't know what has changed.
Okay.
Honestly, I've been part of the intake process, or have not been part of the intake process for 5 years. I don't know what it takes right now to be a part of the organization. I have been a part of the grad chapter, and being in the grad chapter, there isn't a whole lot. There isn't any difference. You just have to take the test, and once you pass the test, you become an official member of the organization.
Has becoming Greek changed your view on other Greeks, or has it influenced it?
No, I would say that becoming Greek has not changed my view on other Greeks. I feel like all Greeks have a purpose, and we all have the same purpose. The purpose should be focused on community service, should also be to focus on influencing the youth as well as other members of the fraternity, and also to uplift the fraternity or uplift the community.
What do you think about the Greeks here on campus?
I thought different things about them. I had higher expectations for the Greeks before coming to Savannah State, but once I arrived, they kind of disappointed me to a certain degree.
I actually didn't know much about Greek life except about maybe the deltas and of course the alphas. But coming here, I'm also very disappointed in some of the organizations, especially with all the hazing and whatnot that's been going on and the suspensions.
Let's start naming some people. What do you think about the Qs here at Savannah State?
Now, out of all the organizations, I would say that the Omegas are, as far as community service and the foundations of what Greek life is, they really are the best in my opinion.
What are some stereotypes that you've heard? Anything that you've been hearing?
Well, I heard that the AKAs was kind of stuck up and prissy, but getting to know them, some of them, they're really not. Also heard that the deltas were the horrors of the campus, but knowing some of them, I'm also not familiar with all that stereotype. I think it's just a lot of hatred for organizations and people that dislike them. Maybe I've only known of 2 Sigma Gamma Rhos, and they're pretty nice and laid back. But as far as stereotypes for the frats, maybe I heard Kappas, most of them were gay. I don't know any Kappas though, so I don't know about that. The Sigmas are pretty smart, and I heard that the Alphas run a yard, but well, the Q dolls are now coming up.
In the community work, and other stuff is like on the slide, like on like free time and all that. But other than that, like, I mean, it's cool and everything, but I don't know if everybody that goes into it have their priorities straight, or they really into it about what it's really about. They probably see like the glam life of it in the beginning, and that's what they want, but I don't know if they like really go into it